Today, my friends, I'm talking about presets, and that is specifically, I've got some free presets if you don't have them already. I've got all the presets on my website on sale for Black Friday, including 2 brand new preset packs that I just launched. And I'm going to give you 3 reasons why I think presets are an excellent shortcut to not just better photo edits, but perhaps better editing skills. Let's jump into it. If you would like the free presets, which is point number 1, just go to my website, jimnix.com, and right there front and center, enter your email address, hit subscribe, and in doing so, you will get a link and a password to this section of my website. It is, of course, password protected, but once inside, you get this quick start preset pack for free. You get these landscape presets for free. But you get a few other things as well for free. And these are Luminar resources to help you really get the most out of your use of Luminar Neo. A preset versus LUT PDF, a workflow PDF, an ebook that helps you understand how to edit better, an overlay and texture and LUT kit, and even an ebook about masking. So you get all those things for free by subscribing to my newsletter. Now, some of you may have that already because I've talked about that here before, but if you don't, feel free to join if you're interested and download those assets at no charge. That's number 1. Number 2, everything is on sale because it is, of course, a Black Friday. So if you just click on shop right there on my header, you can see there's a huge Black Friday deal on really everything that I have. It's all marked down, best prices of the year, and that includes the 2 new preset packs I'll be demoing in this video. Travel Dreams, 20 presets there, and Monochromatic, 20 monochrome presets in that pack. If you're interested in multiple packs, I've got bundles that include 5 preset packs and 2 LUT packs. This creative bundle is only $49. So lots of great stuff there. Feel free to check those out and browse. And if you take advantage of the offers, thank you. I appreciate it. Having said that, what I want to talk about is using presets and why I think there are 3 reasons why they're really good at giving you a shortcut to better photos and better editing skills. Now, this is what my purchased section looks like. These are all the preset packs that I've purchased, which is what it would look like. The free preset pack, like the Quick Start and the Landscape one, those will show up here in purchased, as well as anything else that you buy from the Luminar Marketplace or from other photographers or from me. Travel Dreams will show up here, of course. So if you click on that, and you will see that you've got 20 different presets here, all built for travel-related images. As you hover over them, you can see you get a lot of different looks in your photos. And that's the first thing I wanted to talk about. So I might use, let's say I use this one. I can click on that, and that's the first point about a preset, is that it's a shortcut to a finished photo because honestly, I mean, that's one click. I just clicked on the preset, chose it, and if you look at the before and the after, honestly, that's pretty close to what I would actually do to the photo. I might want to tweak it a little bit. And by the way, if you're interested in a video, a bit more depth about presets, and this would be good for beginners as well as advanced users, I'm working on that right now. Let me know by leaving a comment down below. But this is a great way to kind of kickstart your editing and give you a jump start towards a finished photo. You can occasionally find a preset where you literally click it once and you're done. You know, people talk about that a lot with presets, and that's fine, and it does work. I like to think of them as a jumping off point. It gets you started in the right direction, and in many cases gets you pretty far down the road, but I don't always want to talk about it as just a single click solution. The point is, it gets you a shortcut to a finished photo. In this case, I might adjust a little bit. Maybe I'll pull back on the saturation or something, but bottom line is, that's point number 1 about presets, a quick shortcut to a finished photo. Now the other thing, I'm going to pop in now to the monochromatic and show you that on some cityscapes here. But if you take a look at these, again, as you hover, you might start to identify certain things that you really like. And that's point number 2, I think, about presets is they can really help you find, identify, and kind of connect with something that you consider your style. Because especially if you're newer to photography and photo editing, you might be following certain photographers. I followed a lot of different photographers, but there were definitely ones whose work I looked at consistently and thought, ooh, I like that, and I want to do more like that, and I want my photos to look like her photos or his photos. And so there's a lot of that where early on I was trying to find my style, and over time you kind of settle into it, but using presets from various different photographers is a great way to kind of jumpstart you towards figuring out what you like and perhaps what you don't like, and that's equally important. I've spent lots of time editing photos and playing around, so I've sort of developed what I like in terms of my style over time, but using presets from different photographers is a great way to figure out something that you really like, again, or don't like perhaps, about certain looks. And so that's point number 2. I think it's a great way to help you kind of find your style and define that for yourself as you're out exploring different editing techniques and tips and tricks and trying to end up with the results that you really want. Now I've got a landscape here, and these presets, because I'm a landscape and cityscape photographer, these preset packs are really designed for those primary subjects. And so that would be any kind of travel related image, cityscape, landscape, travel photos, things like that. In other words, they're not really for specifically for portraits, although they could work on a person. You would just need to probably do some additional refinement with the portrait tools. Now, having said that, as I hover over these, you can see lots of these different looks and how they appear on this landscape photo. Lots of different shades or tones, changes in the light, but even some changes in kind of the color or the hue, right? Where that one's a bit more sepia, this one's a little bit of a silvery kind of blue. That's one of the fun things for me about making these different presets is you can make lots of different looks. And I love to hover over them here in Luminar and kind of audition these different looks across my photos. You can kind of see here as you hover and the different impact it has. Maybe I like that one best overall. And this leads me really into point number 3 about presets. And that is, I think of it as a shortcut to really learning the product and learning it well. So you might have this base image and you might think, I want to brighten the image. I want a little bit more saturation. I want the sky to pop. I want to see that reflection better. Hey, I chose a preset that does really all of that for me. But here's the key thing for me about a preset and how it helps you learn the product better is you go over to the Edit tab. After being on the Preset tab, select a preset there, go to Edit, and then you go over here to the Edit tab. And within that, you see the different tools that make up that preset. And what you can do is you can go through and make adjustments to the different sliders in each of these to see how they have an impact on the photo. And that is a great way to learn how to use the product because it gives you insight into, oh, I can see what was done here. Okay, there's a 40 on that before and after. Okay, well, that really brightened up the photo overall. Let me check super contrast. Well, that really brightened the photo. In fact, the highlights look a lot brighter, the midtones look a little bit brighter, and the shadows look a bit brighter too. I guess it was these different sliders here and the balance amounts, and so you could come in here and play with these and see how they impact the overall look of the photo. So I definitely recommend presets as not just a good way to kind of get closer to a final edit, which was point number 1, but also a great way to kind of find your style. I like vibrant colors, so I've figured out my style over time, but a preset can get you going in that right direction, which was point number 2. And then point number 3 is you can come in here and refine these presets to make more customizations to your image. And in fact, go into tools and maybe you like this, but you think that's a little too much color, especially in the oranges, Jim. We'll go over here to saturation, go to orange, pull that down a little bit, and hey, look what it does to the mountain there in the distance, right? I'm pulling that back, that saturation, so it's not quite as intense. And that was point number 3 is use the preset to get you going in the right direction, figure out your style, but then customize it, move things around and figure out how does that better impact your overall image. Because in doing so, you're going to end up using the tools that are part of the preset, but you're also most likely going to do what I just did, which is go and add another tool or 2 or 3 or 4 to the preset to finely tune it in for any specific image. And then you've got your own kind of preset built essentially. And of course, I recommend going down here to the actions menu and clicking save as preset, naming it, and then having that for future reference. So that's my little talk, if you will, about presets. Hope it gives you some ideas. Like I said, I'll come back soon and do a little bit deeper dive into how I'm using presets and what you can do with them, specifically here in Luminar Neo, but I also wanted to make you aware of the free presets I offer to my newsletter subscribers, and of course, all the specials that are running on my, not just my new preset packs, but also my previously sold preset packs, all available with my Black Friday offers on my website. Link down below for that. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. For all my American friends, hope you're having a wonderful holiday weekend. And for everybody else, hope you're having a great weekend as well. I'll be back really soon with more deep dive tutorials and lots of other things. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you guys. You guys take care. I will see you really soon. And until then, adios.